Yo, what's
Yo,
going on,
what's going on?
people? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV, man. We have late vibes with the man. Them, you get me? Just about late vibes. It wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking great, but we are here nevertheless. Man, like Griggs, Coop Baller, Temi, Wasim. What you man saying, brothers, man? What you man telling me?
Bro, that game was trash and great all at once. Like, honestly, we have so much to discuss, but all I can do is laugh, bro. All I can do is laugh. Like,
Yeah.
12th place Manchester United, bro. Hey, three points though.
3 points, just about, man.
I'm a
No,
demon,
just
man.
about.
I'm a demon.
Hey, I'm a Diallo, man. The Ivorian Messi, man. Listen, I called it early. It was a gamble, but I can't lie, man. I'm taking it right now, brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand on business, guys. You get me? I'm a stand on business, bro. But I'm not really like, a lot of people are going to celebrate this game, but I'm not really celebrating it, man. Them. Like, I'm relieved more than anything, but like, I don't think for me, like, I can be shamelessly celebrating a result like that against Southampton. Yeah, cool, happy for Ahmad. First hat trick before man like Saka, etc., etc. But in terms of celebrating that, I can't really do too much with that result, man. Because boy, if it wasn't for Xerxes' cameo, I don't think we win that game. I really don't. He changed the game, and gave us a bit of different energy, bro. You know what I'm saying to and yeah, bro, the manager got it wrong with tactics, but we'll speak about it. But Griggs, man, how you feel? Start with you, man. Like mad game, mad game.
Not gonna lie, I was crashing out for most of the game because that was pretty pathetic. Like that is one of the most pathetic performances. Not because like I've seen United play like shit before. Like we've seen it all season, but just the competition that we're playing today. This is one of the worst Premier League sides in history. They only had 6 points, which is the equivalent of 2 wins, and they only actually have 1 win against Everton. So they're not good. And for 75 minutes, obviously, Timmy said it backstage before we started. For 75 minutes, they were the better team. They could have been up 4-1 if Onana didn't make double saves and stuff like that. So it was pathetic from everyone, from the coach in terms of the setup, from the player performances. I'm sure we're going to talk about a certain striker up front. It starts with him. I think the midfield was pathetic. They were getting overrun. Lenny Yoro, we got to burn the tapes because that was bad.
Oh my God.
Lissandro Martinez got dunked on by a winger in front post. It was just bad from like all aspects. But at the end of the day, we have one player on this squad that's a game changer, and he changed the game with a hat trick. That's why he's the franchise. That's why we got to rip that number 10 and that number 7 jerseys off people's backs, and one of those he could choose. You could offer both. Like, yo, here you go. Pick your poison. You want the 10, you want the 7, whichever one you want. Because if Amad Diallo did not exist, I swear to God, United would be relegation. Because I think 90% of his goal contributions this season are either, or at least his goals are either to tie the game or to take the lead. That's how crucial he has been this season. And Eric Ten Hag had this guy bench for Mari Forsen. Another guy that's a criminal. I swear to God, if I have a catch Ten Hag in the streets in New York City, he's not allowed. I spoke to Mayor Adams today. He's not allowed in my city. He's not allowed in my city.
Bro, find that brother.
He's not allowed.
Find him, bring him to the doorstep, man. Are you mad?
And then shout out Joshua Xerxes. Well, I was going to talk about him too. That insane cameo, amazing cameo. He looks confident. He looks fit. He looks sharp. He looks like he knows what he wants to do when he goes on that pitch, which is what you want from your striker. So, yeah, bad game, but some positives to take away.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know where to start, man. Let's start with the first half, man. What the flip was that first half, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I think the manager's getting the selections wrong, man. Like, he needs to stop playing defensive, for me personally, against the teams that really and truly we should be beating. Like, it's too defensive for me. Like, even with the approach and the personnel, I think our whole approach is very, very slow, lethargic. It's not on the front foot. It's not progressive. It's not, we're not looking to break lines. It's very, very safe. I don't think that's good enough against the teams that you should be putting them on because they are a poor team. They are where they are. We gave them too much respect. What are we doing giving them respect? Are you mad?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
The personnel issue is not going to change. Like, I don't think there's a team he can pick that will fix the problems that we currently have. Like I agree to an extent that we should be more progressive, but I don't think for instance, right, like our midfield options, right? We could
Yeah.
Ericsson, and let's hypothetically say he plays the 8. He doesn't have the legs to play in that position. But then if you play Ugarte and Menu, they don't have the eye for the progressive passes. You know what I mean? Like, like an Ericsson does, right? Bruno in that position,
Yeah.
he's good on the half turn. Like we have a deep like midfield issue, and then up top is even worse. So like, yeah, you can say we're being defensive. It's not the system per se. It's we have a personnel issue. Like truly, like look at our bench today. Like we were talking about it backstage. Like the bench, like the state of the bench. Like we need a goal, and we're bringing on Anthony, bro. Like that was our trump card. You feel me? So it's like, yes, I do think he can make some slight changes personnel wise, but then I ask myself, like, okay, let's say he moves Manu to number 10. Who's gonna play midfield, right? Yeah, maybe Casemiro, but it seems like he's kind of done with Casemiro. I don't know what
he's done with him. He don't really trust Casemiro.
Yeah, you don't trust Casemiro. Cool. So it's like I don't know what he can do, but what I know for a fact is that this Southampton team is awful. And the fact that we let them look that good for that long is putrid.
Crazy.
Like, it's so bad, bro. Like I want to talk about the front line, bro. Like we have to discuss it. It's critical. This is the worst front line the collection of attacking players we have right now is the worst collection we have had in Premier League history.
Yep.
2 years ago, I was saying we need new forwards, and we've somehow gotten worse from that point.
Worse.
Like way worse. If we really deep it, it's like, yo, Rasmus Højlund is not good. Like I'm sorry to say it. Like people are like, oh, he's young, he's this, bro. He's mid. Like we got robbed 72 million. Like it's when like people like I hear people say like, oh, we weren't buying him to be the main striker. You don't buy a player for 70 million pounds to sit to hold the bench. Like that doesn't happen. We bought him with the intent. Of making it like he's like he can play. You know what I'm saying? Like he can contribute. The only player that's worth anything is Ahmad. Like he's the only player. And as much as I love Ahmad, he should not be your best attacker. Like not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Like he should be like he should like the third in the pecking order for a top team. Like that's what he should be, right? Like not like we're relying on him to do everything. You feel me? Like, so, bro, yeah, I hear you with it's too defensive or whatever. I genuinely think it's this, like, the personnel is just.
But is it like a tiredness? Is it tiredness? I don't know. We've had a week off.
Not hearing it. Not tiredness, bro. It's
actually, no, we haven't had a week off, but we've had a couple of days off, like a good couple of days off. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it as tiredness. Players were giving the ball away. Players were getting cut. Players were just. Southampton were bullying us in midfield. Okochukwu, is it Leslie? Okochukwu, I think that's the
Nigerian coalition. You feel me? The Nigerian coalition came to yard, bro.
Chelsea Loney, yeah, he looked good. Aribo, like what are we doing?
Mainly, bro. Hey, don't sleep on my brothers, bro. Don't sleep on my Niger brothers.
Nah, man, Aribo ain't no midfielder, man, and he was bossing us.
Chill on Aribo, bro.
So, nah, man, I didn't like it at all, man. And ultimately, bro, like that cannot happen again, man. You know what I'm saying? To like. Mazraoui had a stinker. I don't know what you lot think, but I thought Mazraoui had a stinker. You know, you don't think so, Griggs? I thought he was awful in possession.
Honestly, I don't remember that much from him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't go forward. He's not a left wing back, and he's not a full back in the system. He's a more of a centre back in the system. You know what I mean? But I don't know what United are gonna do with that. You know what I mean, and whatnot. But I just felt like for me there was no connection. Garnacho has to score that one. Again, Bruno Fernandes looks lost in the left 10 role. He's not a left 10. You know, like the manager, like as much as like I said to you, don't get me wrong, like it's early days. The manager has to still also like get to know that, bro, these ain't it, bro. These guys ain't it in these positions. Like, what are you doing, bro? Because it could have cost us today, bro. Not playing Xerxes from the start. It would have been so much easier this game. How do you play Xerxes from the start?
What is it with him and not playing Xerxes, bro? Like what? Like I think in his head, he like again. We talked a lot backstage. Like it's like the the thought of the player more than the actual application of the player. Like, in your head, you're like, this player should be able to do this because they have these attributes, right? But the players actually just doesn't. Like Anthony, for instance, like a lot of us were like, oh, well, not me, but a lot of people were like, oh, he should play wing back, like because he's technically done it, but in reality, he's just not good. So like like in theory, it makes sense, right? But in application and practice, it's just the player's not good. Like Xerxes is, I don't care what anybody said. I don't care how many goals Rasmus Højlund scores. He's not better than Josh Xerxes. He's not. I don't care. Like I do not care.
No way in this world. Like
I'm not even saying Xerxes all that. I'm not saying that Xerxes is the future of our front line. He's just way better than Rasmus Højlund.
Way better, man. Way better in every aspect. I'm sorry, man.
They both played in the same league last season. Josh Xerxes was in team of the season for Serie A. And we paid 30 something million. Højlund scored 9 goals and we paid 72 million for him. Like, let that sink in. Like let that sink in, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like fundamentally, Højlund does offer you nothing. His touch is shit. He's like he's not even like he did one move for played in Garnacho. Cool, fair enough.
That's it,
bro. His awareness is actually frightening. I go to you, Wasim, but his awareness is, bro, like it's not even like League One level. His awareness, like as a striker, like, what's going on with him, bro? Like he's looking dead right now, bro.
Yeah, so every attack is essentially breaking down. So in this system, if you want the wing backs involved, you got to at least hold the ball up for a period of time. So then the wing backs can look and see, look, Højlund's holding it up. Now I can run forward. How can they run forward if they know the ball's going to get turned over? Because if they run forward and the ball does get turned over, and then there's going to be space behind them. So they're looking at, can Højlund hold it up? Now I can go forward. Because you can't just run blindly forward. You've got to see if there's going to be like a phase in the attacking third or something. But with Højlund, honestly, it's like basically you can say you're watching the match and the ball's going up to Højlund. You can do this, and he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball.
Yeah.
You play your phone for 1 second. He's lost the ball. Like you're back in defense now. Like you might check a notification on Twitter. You've lost the ball. It's like there's not any. It just keeps coming back. And if we've already got personnel issues, and then he's just adding to it. Garnacho doesn't do much. Take the money. Honestly, I don't know what United are waiting for.
Man. And I don't think it was his worst game today, but I still think take the money and still go. You know what I mean?
Bro, 40 M's for that, please. I will take that and I don't care what nobody says. Take that money and run. What? 40 M's?
They've just offered, I think, 38 right now. So I don't know what's going on.
Take it. He's not.
You paid 2 on that. Go.
Bro, come on, man. Like he's not good.
One thing that was alarming about Garnacho, because I think early on Amorim had him play quite close to Højlund, and I think Bruno kind of dropped off a bit. But one thing that I found really alarming was he had a lot of poor movement. Like there was even one part where I think Maino cut it back, and Garnacho was just like all he needed to do was like follow up with play. And I think United have this problem. That's why
both of them, even Højlund as well. They should have followed up the run.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you look at United, like as a team, just attacking wise, we always have this problem where our players don't follow up with the play. Like the players moving in one motion, and then the players attacking the box seem to stop or seem to try and like receive the ball in some difficult positions. But Garnacho, his movement, like when I was watching just the movement, like we know about the misses, we've seen enough, so we know. But some of the movement, I was thinking, you know what, this is not it at all, man. Like and we have to remember, although people are like, yeah, Man United have dropped down, etc. This is one of the reasons, because we've dropped our standards. Like some players, you're playing for Man United, you cannot be not able to even know which kind of runs to make. Do you understand? It's one thing getting in a position. It's another thing not being able to get there because you're making the wrong runs. And we see that from Højlund. And when Garnacho's central, you see that he doesn't really know what to do. He's kind of been brought up to just play on the wing, on the touchline. Because if you watched Garnacho when he was young, he was pretty much faster than most players he came up against. He was terrifying. But when you get to a level where you're now playing teams and players who are physically strong and probably as fast as you have to
Yes.
outthink them. That's the Premier League. Whereas if you're not making good runs, like as we see with Højlund, you for example, let's say Højlund meets a Konate or Van Dijk, it's going to be difficult because they're fast as well. So what else are you going to do? The first chance they created for Garnacho was just Højlund's pace, just running in a straight line. But how many times is that going to happen at Old Trafford? Most teams, they're going to
finish was awful, man. The finish was awful.
That's what I'm saying. So with United, when you look at even the build-up play, what happens is we've played 3 big games away from home, and we've seen a big improvement from Man United. But then when we're playing these kind of teams at Southampton, like it's almost like we can't even beat the press with our midfield. And we're losing the midfield battle to these smaller teams. But when we're playing the bigger teams, it's easier because we can let them have the ball and take 10 steps back and kind of just hold a position. And that's the problem. Because when you're playing at Old Trafford, you got to start, boom, right on the, like, pass the ball, quick, get the ball. United are so lethargic. The ball's going left, Maino back to Maguire. Then they can press. Then it's not going anywhere. And that's it again, like you guys all said, we lost the midfield battle. That was one of the main reasons. But I must, before we continue, I must give Ahmad his props because I don't think I've ever seen a right wing back.
1 second, please. 1 second. Sorry.
Like
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Saeed. Car park now.
Why?
How dare you leave me to watch that shit for 80 minutes alone? In your house, nice and warm. Taking the fucking piss. Are you taking a piss? You told us, you led us to say, get ready to feel the pain. And then you freaking left me.
He's got the heater on.
I had the heater on.
Are you taking the piss? 80
bro,
minutes
the
I
fact-
suffered there alone today. 80 minutes.
The fact that y'all are still going to games, honestly,
Where was you?
bro, the fact that you are still attending games at Old Trafford, I have. Deep
I couldn't
respect
make
for
it,
you.
man. Today I couldn't make it. Southampton,
That
man.
You
was
would
a
not
shocking
even-
performance, Saeed. You can never leave me alone like this again. Never. Sorry for interrupting, but yo,
At your own
I
risk,
was
man.
really sad
You know
today,
what they
man.
say,
I
out
had to
your
watch
own
that
risk?
shit alone.
You know, I
At
went
least
to
when
jet
Saeed
skiing
is there, yeah?
in New York.
You know,
Yeah,
after
they
the
said,
game-
out your own risk. That's it. United.
After the game, you know, we can calm each other down. Today, I didn't have my right hand man. You know what I'm saying? I had to suffer
Yeah.
alone until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes was madness. 12-minute hat trick. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Shocking
just get this.
performance, mate. Shocking. That was so bad. God bless the little hearts of the old people around me, man.
Mm.
Can you imagine Leslie? Where was you for Leslie?
Leslie's not been there as well last couple of games, you know? She's still not been there. Her daughter
Come
got a
on,
baby.
Leslie, man. Saeed, man. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. You
She didn't answer my
told
call
us to
last
get ready
time.
for the pain, and you left us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just,
Ineos
listen,
as
man.
well, car park, man. Manager is in the press conference saying Ugarte is tired. Bro, we need players.
Nah, he ain't. Bro, you don't see the rat, bro. We got rats in the stadium, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, we
why
got
you left me, innit? You left me with the fucking rats. I was
Yeah.
there from day one, and you left me.
Yeah. Listen, it's peak out here, man. Listen, shout out to everybody that's locked in right now. Nearly 1,000 people here. Shout out to Suj. He's asking everyone to hit the like button. There's 189 likes right now. Please hit the like button. We're into late hours, people, so make sure you do hit the like button. Farouk says Rasmus is pound for pound, but worst striker in the Premier League. And big up Flashy B, man. Listen, worst striker in the league. That is strong, man.
Is he better? Is he better than Delap at Ipswich?
Hell no.
No,
Hell
hell
no.
no.
Hell no. The answer is no. Like, he's not like, bro, I could pick probably most of the relegation starting strikers, and he's not better than them.
Bro, he's not better than Onuachu.
them.
He's not better than the guy
bro.
Southampton Onuachu, bro.
Bro.
You know what it is?
on,
Yeah,
man.
last week I asked a simple, innocent question on Twitter.com. I said, is Højlund the worst striker in United's Premier League era? I got gegenpressed like peak Liverpool.
Like, I think value for money, yes.
Well, forget value.
Yeah.
He might be
Like, pound for pound, literally.
Weghorst. Side knows me. I was never a
Weghorst
fan
was
of
a
Weghorst.
loan. Yeah, Weghorst was a loan
The guy
signing, bro.
moves. The guy moves like his feet are in cement. But at least he could control the ball, and he got
Bro.
some people into play. Bro, I think
Bro.
Højlund's teammates hate him. I think Bruno hates him. I'm gonna be real. I think Bruno
Yeah.
looks at him and like, yo, you're making this run. I need you to make this run. Garnacho hates him, and they're even on the pitch. He hates him because they're friends off the pitch. But they no chemistry. If you can develop chemistry with your striker as an attacker, it's clip. The whole attack is clip because he's the focal point.
At least Weghorst could hold the ball up, press well. Like he wasn't that great of a player, but I knew what I was getting every single time he stepped on the pitch, bro.
He played like 10 as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, he played exactly, bro. And
at the new camp,
at the new camp, and we got a dub, bro. That first half, the amount of times Rasmus back to goal, and he lost the ball, and that created a scoring opportunity for them in that first half, bro.
Don't even talk about that, man.
Bro. Like think about this, when we buy a player, like let's say we buy a young striker, people are saying, oh, he's not ready, this and this and this. At minimum, when we buy a player for that type of money, you should be Anthony Martial, like when he first came in. Minimum. That should be the minimum level. I don't care what anybody says, bro.
Hey, what stuff is saying?
That should be the minimum level.
I had a mini crash out at Amorim today because I saw Anthony play the right 10 instead of Ahmad. I was crashing out.
Yo.
Bro, I saw Anthony play right 10 for 30 minutes over Ahmad Diallo. I was crashing out at Amorim. That was warranted.
Listen.
But to be honest, you were right though. You were right. Obviously, Ahmad, if we're being honest, Ahmad made the goals like himself. This is pretty much just Ahmad, but in terms of the build-up, it wasn't working at all, bro.
He's asking for more details, man.
I yelled at Amorim out for like 3 seconds because of what I saw on the pitch. I was getting tight. Bro, that was embarrassing. We were losing to Southampton.
He needs a timeout.
Oh my days. We got an
give
imposter.
It up.
Imposter.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah.
Everyone here knows me, especially the past Temi, Saeed. You know me better. I'm a very emotional guy when I watch games. That's what it is. And I was thinking, and I saw Anthony miss that stupid sitter, which was easier to score than miss, and I was crashing out.
Facts. I couldn't believe you missed that. That's one of the worst.
Listen,
and by the way, and Staffy's a fraud because you guys all know about Staffy and his stupid storm. And today he's like, I'm ready to abandon the storm. So I don't know why he's chatting in the chat right now.
Was it he said? Is that what he said? What's going on in these watch-alongs, man? I need to dip.
What's going on in America, man? You guys have problems, internal politics going on in America.
Internal beef. We always have internal beef, man. We're always beefing, man.
But can I say, I think Grizz's heated behavior was somewhat warranted. I'm not gonna lie. I know he went a bit extreme and emotional, but can I be honest? Yeah, if we're talking like we're in a safe space, bro, Amorim has to hold a bit of corn, you know.
No, I hear you.
Absolutely.
Why is he starting Rasmus Højlund? Yeah, every week. Yeah, this has to stop. His subs made the biggest impact, which is, kudos to him. No problem. Very good. Yeah. He kept Garnacho on the pitch longer than Garnacho needed to be on the pitch. Let's be deadly honest here. Yeah. Yes, Garnacho was robbed of an assist as well, which is very unfair for him. And Anthony should have scored that goal. He said in the press conference, I joined the show after I watched the whole press conference. He said that Ugarte was tired from minute 1. Casemiro's there, bro. Like, Cass is there.
He doesn't rate him, bro. He doesn't rate him.
He does not rate him.
He doesn't rate him because he put Coley in the last game against Arsenal.
You know what I'm saying? Something's not right there. I'll be honest. This and I appreciate that he's winning games and it's working for him. At the end of the day, it's working for him. But one thing, this sort of wins, bro, as nice as it is, as amazing as it is, 1, it's not sustainable, and 2, it's not good for players' nervous system, bro. I know it's helping our mentality and stuff like that, but bro, this was in the stadium, bro, it was bad. People were booing at halftime. People were like, yo, this is mad. What the hell, bro? And the corner kick goal was very unfortunate for us. Luck was involved. We had our chances. We should have scored. But, bro, he took off Mino, bro, at halftime. Do you know what I'm saying? He had to take off Ugarte. People were shocked. And then he came out and said Ugarte was tired. You've got some senior players. You've got Eriksen there, bro. You have played Eriksen before as well. Eriksen got you the winning pass that started the avalanche for us to get the win eventually. Do you know what I'm saying? Use them players. Use Bruno deeper, bro. Use him deep.
I don't know why he's doing this left 10 gimmick, man. Fuck this gimmick of Bruno.
To be
left.
fair, Bruno did play deeper once the second half started.
Yeah, that's
In
what
the
I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Eventually, one thing I love about Amorim is he knows how to figure it out. You know, if there is a problem, he figures it out. But let's be deadly honest here. He created the problem himself, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
bro.
his team selection, his team selection in his tenure has not been very good, in my opinion. Like, I don't think he's been up and down. I don't think he's picked great. Like, I mean, there's not a great team he can pick. Let's be real. But I think there's times like, for instance, the Højlund thing should be a no-brainer. He should be holding bench, right? Like the Mazraoui thing, like it's clear that he's better at center back right now, bro. Just play him center back. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more comfortable in that position at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no issue with the system. I have no issue with him persisting with what he's doing, because he has to persist, because we criticized Erik ten Hag for backtracking when he first got here after when he got slapped a couple times. My thing is like just pick the right team from like for instance, I think Eriksen should be playing. Like I know people don't like that take for the simple fact that like look what he did. Like look at that pass that he made like near the end of the game to Tama, bro. That's just quality. Like we have very, very little amounts of quality in this team, and I think the players who do have quality, even if they're deficient in the physical aspects, I'll take the quality right now. I will take the quality, because the quality will get you over the line more often than not than physicality. It just will, especially when the physical players you have aren't good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the physical players like the pace and power, Garnacho, pace and power, Højlund, right? Like those aren't good players. So play players that are actually technically gifted for now. Like obviously this is not your team. You haven't made one signing, but in the meantime, bro, I guarantee you, if we play more of the technical players, for instance, Mazraoui at center back, you're gonna progress the ball better. Like it's so slow right now with
even
the three center backs.
Central defense, Griggs was right on that one. I can't lie to you. Griggs was definitely right on that one.
I told you, Sir Baz Maguire, bro. He's not the best, but central center back.
He's slow on the ball. I like the lick, but
you've got to give a little bit. As much as I've gone in on him, people in the chat are also right about, you've seen Casemiro and Eriksen together and you've seen how they performed. This is where I'm going to give a bit more leeway to Amorim and say, this is where Ineos needs to come in, bro. We should have signed Douglas Luiz. I'll be deadly honest, bro. Kolo Muani, people like him or not, it doesn't matter. He should have been a Manchester United player, because right now, bro, we are lacking one attacking player. Marcus Rashford has been banished from the squad. We lack one attacking option. Do you know what I'm saying? If Douglas Luiz was in Man United, if Kolo Muani came on loan, we would have had two extra players with a bit more energy just to help the team. However they help the team, whatever they do, it's just an extra addition. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Ruben would rather have Douglas Luiz over Eriksen, for example, or Kolo Muani over Anthony, for example. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is where Ineos need to come in and help him out, bro. Put your money where your mouth is and help the manager get some players.
I see with Eriksen though, like with Eriksen, like I understand what Tim is trying to say, like play him more and more. But I think the situation that he came into today, like the game state, that's the perfect game state for Eriksen. It's 1-1. Southampton are sitting back. But if he started from minute 0, the way Southampton were pressing, Eriksen would have drowned. Like,
so I'm specifically referring to like not in the 2-8 positions, but as a 10, because we're not think about it. Against these smaller specifically the smaller teams, like against a team like Arsenal, Liverpool, I don't think he should be starting games, right? But against like a Southampton, where we want to be in control of the ball, like I think he should be. We didn't have any control of the ball in that first half.
I think that's the problem. I think that's a problem though, because I don't think he believes we will be in control of the ball. Because if he did, he would try Eriksen 10, he would try Maino 10. These players are 10 times better technically, but I think Amorim looks at his squad and thinks, you know what, this is the system I want to use. We're not really going to be in control of the ball, but these are the kind of players I want to put in this system, because moving forward, that's how I want to play. Hence why we will always see Højlund favored more than Xerxes, because that's the kind of striker he wants. Yeah. He wants the pitch to be that way. Hence why you will see him use Maino deeper, where we'll be like, Maino should play as a 10, but he won't use it. You know what I'm saying? And use someone like Ahmad, who's going to attack more from a wing back, where we'll be like, Ahmad should be playing as a 10. But in his mind, he's thinking, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, so I have to, and that's why Casemiro's not playing, because in the first game we seen that Ipswich.
Casemiro
He's telling him press, because he doesn't care whether you can or can't. You have to do what he wants to do. And if he can see that because Casemiro wasn't even that he can't do it. You could see he was just reluctant. He wasn't even listening sometimes. So Amorim was getting agitated, and you haven't seen Casemiro play too many times or start too many games since. And that's why we're seeing Collier play. But Collier is doing that what Amorim wants him to do. He might not be as good as
Collier looks good. Collier looks good, bro.
This system is about running, guys. You know that? It's about intensity. It's about running. It's about closing space down, yeah? And when you look at it, guys, yeah, they've got Tyler Diblin, quality player. They've got players like Leslie Okochoku. When you talk about athlete, good on the ball, that is a sort of profile. I'm not saying go and get Leslie Okochoku, but that sort of profile is what the manager wants. Edison is that profile. Strong, physical, and good on the ball. Like, you need them, bro. You need, if you don't have that in the system, yeah, this, bro, you see him coming in.
That's not his game. It's not his game. Let's be real. Like, I think Kobe Manu is
covering two man.
Bro. Kobe Manu is much more suited for a slower tempo. He's not this, you know, road runner who's going to be chasing the ball like Ugarte is. You know what I'm saying? So I think Amorim still to cut him some slack, because I have criticized him. To cut him some slack, my brother. Come on, people. Let's go, bro. But to cut him some slack, I think he's misprofiling certain players. I really do. I think he's misprofiling certain, like Manu. I think he's misprofiling him. I think Bruno. I think he's misprofiling him. You know, at times I'm not like so. I think he needs more time to figure out what these players' strengths and weaknesses are. I think he's persisting with certain things out of low-key stubbornness. But I think in time he'll figure out
to answer that. Did you see his what he said to Paul Scholes after the game? Any of you?
No, I missed it.
I haven't watched anything.
So he said he actually spoke on this profile thing. Paul specifically asked him about, you know, what you play in this system. Do you think you have the profile of players, because they might not be able to play the system? And he said, I agree. There are some players, or there are players that haven't played this system before, and we don't. You know, he mentioned words along the lines of profile as well. So he understands. But he said, look, I've not had a lot of training sessions with these players, like good amount of training sessions. And then Paul Scholes said, well, welcome to England. At the end of the day, this is how it is. It's so clear that he's, as much as I'm criticizing him for the selections, and maybe some people are criticizing him or raising the eyebrow, he's picked the best he can for the system that he wants to play at the end of the day. He couldn't have started with Eriksen. You're 100% right. Griggs is right. Everybody's right. Couldn't have started with Eriksen. You know, can we look at it in another perspective? Did he start with Rasmus because would you rather have Rasmus off the bench or Zirkzee off the bench? Let's be honest. Rasmus roughens up the defenders, messes around with them a little bit, and then Zirkzee comes on and he creates that space. He's got tired legs to run into. You saw today, Zirkzee was running at players, bro.
Running at players.
He was running, bro.
Yeah.
He had time. He had space because those players were a bit tired. So he had a bit more confidence, bit more energy to run at them. And Ahmad, obviously, you know, again, running, and getting the third goal out of literally nothing. Literally nothing, just simply because of running. And you saw Zirkzee curve his press, close one line of pass. Ahmad came in from the other side, and boom, we got our third goal. So I understand the tactical aspect of things, but this is where the summer is going to be so pivotal if we can bite the bullet with certain players and part ways. You know, it'd be perfect time to part ways with Garnacho. 45, 50 M's.
Because you know what? It will show us that we're moving a different way as well.
Go and invest that money into the likes of Dibblings, bro. Into the likes of
better
Sullivan,
players,
you know?
better players, bro.
Who did you say?
You know, Walker Peters. These sort of players, 20 million, 15, 20
Walker
million.
Peters wouldn't be a bad option as a backup. You know, he's decent.
I've been asking for Kyle Walker Peters for 2 years now.
He would actually do a better job at wing back than Mazraoui in this system.
They're
very similar. They both.
Yeah, he's a decent wing back. He can play both sides. I agree with 100% with you, Faz. Like, we need to be selling the play. Like, if someone is willing to offer 40 million for Garnacho, 100% profit, bro, take it. I don't know why anyone thinks that
Get
he's
out,
anyone.
man.
I'm hearing people say, "Oh, he's young, he's a young player. He's only 20." Bro, he's not that good. Like, he's not that good, bro. 40 million is more than enough. It's more than enough.
But like I
Like-
said to you, will the club put the money back into the club?
And I think they will.
Is there a point
for
of
me-
flexing the money that you have if you're not able to
for me-
spend it? That's
They're
the
gonna
problem.
spend. They're gonna spend in the summer. They'll definitely spend in. I think
But we don't need summer. We need now.
I know. I hear that. I agree. I think we should have made at least 2 signings this window. It's probably not going to happen.
Won't get a
But
win back. at least.
realistically, I think I think they think the season's a wash. Like, they're not holding Amorim to his feet to the fire for the next. Like, his job starts August of this year. That's when his job really starts. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
he's
I
not. They're not holding him. They're not blaming him for any of this. They understand the situation. They're not going to panic buy. Which, listen, like the Colomani, I don't think Colomani's.
I have a
that great of
question for
player.
that, though.
So I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't panic buy for somebody like that.
I have a question for that though. If they think that his job starts August, when he asked, "I want to start next summer," why didn't they let him do that then?
Because they don't think his job starts August.
That's exactly.
That's the thing.
I don't think they're holding his feet to the fire for what's going on right now. I don't,
Because you wouldn't have seen Amad Diallo, bro. You wouldn't have seen
Yeah.
Amad Diallo if Eric Ten Hag was here. You would have still seen
No,
Amad.
they could have kept Brood for the rest of the season, and we would have had the same place finish now.
No, but also,
Nah,
they wanted
because
to
if Ruud gets a manager bounce and we let him go, bring in a new manager, and that manager starts to struggle,
that
then
manager
it's a whole nother thing. So
I mean,
I think they're bringing him in to essentially this 6 month window for the rest of the season is to assess the squad. You know,
Exactly.
who are we getting rid of? What profiles do we need? We're not gonna rush and sign a player who, because we're in 12th or whatever, when we realistically know, like, this season's a wash. The season's been a wash. Let's just keep it a buck, guys. Like, this is what we're doing right now is a therapy session because we know this season is washed. Let's be real. Like, this is what this is. Like, this is what this is. This is a therapy session. You feel me?
But at the same time, we have to end the season very well, man, because
no, we do.
Every time
I
you end
agree.
the season like not good, like, trust me, it doesn't always help for the next season. We always come with new hope, but we have to end the season seeing something, like some.
No, I hear that,
and that's why everyone's like, "Oh, we need
I hear
one."
that.
Or two. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think if we just like, let's just end the season. I don't know.
I think they want to. I completely agree with that, bro. I think I think we're gonna see improvements. Like, I think we will see once there's more international breaks, he gets more time to train with the players. We might see more young players come into the squad. You feel me? Because right now we're thin. He's only playing like he's only playing like 14 guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but that also is not good man management. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got to rotate and he's got to make sure he gives time to other players as well. But just getting super chat here quickly. Big up the knowledge says, saying, I don't know why some man don't want to critique Amorim, but he needs to be questioned when he makes poor decisions. He said he understands in order to get time, you need to win. Control your controllables. Rasmus is arse. Let's bring in Adam, man. Do you agree with that super chat there? Do you think he's getting the right level of criticism? You know what I mean? Shout out to Casualty FC for the raid as well. Well, big up to you. But yeah, Adam, chat to us, bro.
Yeah. I think we should criticize him. That's if we believe he deserves criticism, then we should, because that's just how it works. We need to be honest. We can't just lie to ourselves because just the manager has just arrived. But overall, I'm quite happy with him, and I think he's in a difficult situation to judge. I think it would be very, very harsh, and I think things will improve. I'd much rather we go through the tough period now than we start on a honeymoon thing and it just comes crashing down later on. We need to properly assess the squad, and we know the squad isn't that good enough, but he needs to work that out. And that's why I'm happy that he's coming mid-season, because this work is not lost. Because let's suppose he arrives in August, for example. The season starts, and then he starts to realize the players are not good enough. Or maybe the attitude is not good enough. Maybe the work ethic is not good enough. Maybe the quality, the hygiene, the life hygiene isn't good enough. And then you've lost another 6 months on top of that. So I'm quite happy with him starting now. I'm happy with how he handled Rashford and Garnacho. That needed to happen. and I think it's still not done. I think they need to go. Like I missed the start of the show, but accept the bid for Garnacho. Just accept it. Like, any
Did
bid for
Laurie
Rashford.
Whitwell not come out, or Ornstein come out with a report after the game saying that they're not selling him?
Stuffy.
Stuffy, Habibi.
Yeah,
That they're not selling
but yeah,
My man smoking this
it's
cheese.
weird because was it a Athletic report? Let me go and check that report because I've got the Athletic on.
That's the only way I can cope with this time. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, this club
The
is
headache I
finished.
have, bro.
Bro,
This
this club
What
has,
flavor? What flavor?
bro. This club has finished my brother, bro. Bro.
Why, bro? Well, now you don't understand how tired I am. That's the only way I can cope with it, bro. I was like, nah, I'm not going on Saeed's channel until I start smoking. That's the only way I can actually sit here and do this therapy session. I have to sit here, bro, and convince people why the storm is a fucking storm without people crashing out on a fucking daily. I'm not even just looking at you, Greg. I'm just talking about pretty much about everyone, bro. Every day with this fan base, we have to relax and remind people that what a storm means, bro. I feel like these people get surprised every day at how inconsistent we are. Well, 2 results that we didn't even win in 90 minutes against Liverpool and Arsenal. All of a sudden, people thought we were going to put 6 past Southampton. Come on, bro. Come on, we're better than that.
No, but the thing is that we got to demand better than what we're seeing right now.
We can demand it, Saeed.
Yeah, 100%.
Demand it. But we know it's going to take time for that to happen. Like, bro, listen, I heard some of the stuff that you guys said. First of all, big up to everyone. I just came in with smoke already, and it's not just the shisha. I'm just hot in general. So big up to everyone here. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. Haven't been on Saeed's channel for a while. But big up everyone here. Now, here's the thing, Saeed. I understand what you said. Of course, you got to demand better. But the performance today was not acceptable. But, like, are we really going to be surprised that maybe every other game we're going to see a performance not necessarily as bad as today, but like just like that, where it's like, oh yeah, today the defending wasn't that good, or we didn't keep the ball that well, or we just weren't good in front of goal? Of course that's going to happen, bro. Like, what do you guys think when this manager said it has to get worse before it gets better? You think he was talking about 2-3 games? He's talking about a long time, bro. And that thing can actually be a couple years, not just a couple games or a couple months. Like, to have a fair judgment on Amorim. By the way, criticize him as we go. I have no problem calling out for some of the mistakes he made today. But when the overreaction just becomes too much, and people forget that he didn't even sign one player yet. Forget signing a player. He didn't even sell a player yet. Like, this guy, I wasn't joking. I said this last week's side on my channel. I said, this guy's not even in phase 1. This guy's in phase -1. Until I see him make one transfer. No, wallahi, I'm not joking. You know why it's phase -1? Because he hasn't made one transfer. Not one transfer in, one transfer out. People get surprised when the selection is not as good as they want it every week. Of course, bro. I mean, what else is he going to pick from? Diallo suspended today. So what are the options that he has in wing back? As in
Facts.
He can play Anthony right wing back though. He can play that.
And guess what, Saeed? Anthony would have went to wing back. He would have had a stinker, and he would have been complaining still.
Yes,
Facts,
facts, bro. That's literally what would have happened. That's exactly what happened.
I disagree. I disagree with this.
That's exactly what would have happened.
Use the tools you have better. You can still be attacking.
If the tool is rusty,
if you remember, if you look at the games where Ahmad started as a 10, especially the last few games when he played at Old Trafford, they were doubling up on him. When he plays as a right wing back on the touchline, he gets a lot more space.
No, but I don't think Southampton are doubling up on you.
Bro, this answer,
there
was no space in that middle. There was no space in that middle.
The manager spoke about this. I don't know if you watched the press conference. He said, I'm going to be looking at these players differently. The games against Liverpool and Man City, I don't give a shit, and Arsenal. This is the game where I'm looking to see if man drop their levels. Guys, certain man drop their levels. That's why we're pissed off. Certain man were poor today.
No, they didn't say. No, they didn't drop their levels. I'll tell you why. No. I'll tell you why they didn't say. I knew that against Southampton, the worst team in the league, we're not going to play the same way of football that we played against the best 2 teams in the league who are sitting first and second.
Yeah,
so I already know the football won't be anything similar, okay? Now, we know we love this underdog gimmick. We just sit there and we want to be the underdog. Oh, we're going to Anfield. We're going to the Emirates. Oh, the pressure is not on us. Let's see if we get something. Yeah. And that's where these players thrive. You know why they struggled today? They had to do the most basic thing that we know they can't do, which is just play football. Once now we have more possession, we're expected that the pressure's on us now because we're better than the other team. Now we have to attack. Now we have to show that we have the better quality. Guess what? We remembered from 2 weeks ago
that these players don't have quality. That's why we lost 4 games in a row until we drew with Liverpool and beat Arsenal.
So
that's why I'm saying.
what you're trying to say is the same level of.
But that means they drop the levels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have to do good for me to consider you dropping a level.
Yeah, facts.
And that's
facts.
the issue.
No. This is the same
levels. They drop levels.
This is the same thing we did under Ali. Right, we went to Man City multiple times and beat them under Ali, right? And then we faced the smaller teams and we couldn't cope because realistically, how you do against the smaller teams is really who you are because you face the smaller teams more often than you face the big teams, right? If you're Manchester United, you're supposed to be imposing your will against the small teams, and if you can't do that consistently, that's actually who you are. You can nick a result against Liverpool, you can nick a result against Arsenal. That's not drop. The levels don't drop. The levels aren't dropped.
We're talking more about the performances than the results. What we saw against Liverpool wasn't just the result, a draw.
Why are those performances the way they are? Why are those performances the way they are?
We're basically
on the back foot. We're on the back foot.
I'm not disputing that, but
we didn't play the back foot against Liverpool. We didn't play the back foot against Liverpool.
For the majority
we
of
actually
the game,
attacked them.
we did.
We did. What are you talking about?
For most of the game, we absolutely
No, we never.
What
are you talking about?
Wait, hold on, Saeed. A team opened up against us, and we were allowed. So every time we beat them on the press, Liverpool and Arsenal, actually, we found ourselves in good positions where we have favorable numbers in their half versus their defenders. We didn't see that against Southampton today because they can't afford to commit the way these teams do. Exactly. So when Terry talks about the levels, it's because of literally what he just said. When we are expected to play more football, we just don't have it in us. When we're going against a back four, or there's a DM in front of them and we're attacking about 5 players, and we actually play in tighter spaces, and we have to make better decisions and better execution. These players are just not good enough to do it.
That's who they are.
That's who they are.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse.
It's the
reality. It's the reality.
Look at the reality. We had 48 possession against Liverpool. Yeah, we've never done that at Anfield yet. We played out from the back. We actually got into their half. We created chances. Even at Arsenal, we didn't really. Obviously, we had 10 men, but it wasn't a 10 men where we were literally on the edge of our box. We actually came out. Xerxes came in, added a bit of composure in there. Diallo. Like, you guys are not understanding that it's okay to say, you know what, these guys dropped their levels massively today. They did. They took it for hold on a minute. They took it for granted. They thought it was going to be an easy game. They took the eye off the ball. And Amorim, that's why he said, I will watch these guys carefully and I would know more about my players against this game than I did against
and thank you. You just said it. Saeed, I genuinely think these players are trying. I'm gonna be real. I don't think they're down. I don't think they're downing tools. I don't think they're like. I think they're trying, and I think we're saying the same thing. It's just I don't think we're saying it in a different way. I guess like really.
No. But what stuff is saying that you shouldn't be surprised.
No, you shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised.
But not against Southampton. I'm sorry.
What? Saeed, we've literally seen this for years. For literally years.
No, I'm not accepting it. You guys accept it.
I'm not about accepting anything. I'm about accepting. It's the reality. It's the reality.
It's not the reality. It's not the reality. No, it's not the reality.
It's the reality. Where have you been for 5 years?
No.
Where have you been for 5 years?
Hold on a minute. If I know a team's better than us, I will say that. And Brighton on the weekend, I will not be as mad because I know Brighton have got probably better footballers than us, This team, Southampton,
why do you think that? They've been spanking us. They've been spanking us for 3 years. That's why you think that.
-43, 6 points here. A team that has struggled home and away. No wins since I think they beat, I don't know who they beat, 1-0.
All right, I'm from our team side and show me where we are in the table. But is it just from our team and show me where we are in the table? Because I tell you what, you're saying this. Look at their front line today.
What do you predict this game? What do you predict this game? What do you predict this game results-wise?
Huh?
What do you predict this game results-wise?
What did I wanted them to go and slap. We won the result that I wanted. I said we need to put 3 or 4 past them because I wanted to see what the coaching will do. But yet again, they didn't surprise me that once the game was in their favor, I wouldn't say they dropped or they down tools like you said. I just knew that once again, they're just not good enough. I'm watching them today. What's his name? The guy that was cooking Euro.
Sulemana.
I'm looking at Sulemana and I'm looking at Dibbling. Are you telling me these two are not better than Garnacho today? Are you telling me they're not better than Bruno
They are.
today?
They are.
Better than
These
better.
two, you put them in our front line today. We are much better than them, and I've done that after every game. When we lost the Force, I said swap. What's his name in the midfield? Gibbs White with Bruno that day. When we did it, when we lost against Wolves, I said swap Cunha and swap Nori with Bruno and Diallo today. We wouldn't be better teams. The issue is that we still think that most of these players are actually better than these other teams that we're facing. But it's not true, Saeed.
They're not always better, but there's certain players that are not as like, for example, Sulemana has not played like that in the Premier League. Like I've watched most of his games. Bro, he has not played like that.
Okay, so tell me who on our team has a bag like that. But Ahmad, who's our best player, clearly best player on the pitch today.
I'm not saying
who on that team is better than that.
He's a talented player. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying that the reason why I do see where you guys are coming from, because a lot of the small teams that come to Old Trafford always able to express themselves. Like in the first half, players were running through the midfield.
It shouldn't happen, but it's this should side. Here's the thing.
And there's no one tackling them, and we see this all the time at Old Trafford. Like, for example, you lot mentioned, Dribling's good. We know Sulemana, but Sulemana has not played like that in the Premier League.
I agree.
This season, bro.
I agree. I hear that.
It's at Old Trafford.
I hear that.
But we're like one-on-one.
Here's the thing, bro. It'd be one thing if these are like one-offs. You feel me? We finished 7th last season. Did we? Or 7th? What did we finish last season? 8th. Thank you. We finished 8th. So this is that's 30.
Our expected points was 15th last
15th last season. So
where we were sitting today.
No. Side. Listen, real quick. Yeah. We had a 38 game season last year. 38 games. We finished 7th. We're 21 games into this season, and we are 12th. This is who we are, unfortunately, bro. This is the reality. Like, I'm not saying.
Listen. I'm not saying so. I know where we're team. We are where we are for a reason. Yeah. What I am saying is, United should not be defensive at home to Southampton. This is what I'm saying. We should not.
Can I ask a question?
We should be on the front foot. We should be attacking them. We should be playing with a progressive style of football. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying
you're wrong.
And we should, and the reality are two different things.
No. The reality
is so many things that I should do every day that I don't.
But I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question. I didn't watch much of Southampton this season, but every time I watched them, they looked very good to me. They just couldn't score. I think they play well in general.
I think they try to play football, but they just don't have quality. Like you see it.
Exactly. They just couldn't
try to
score,
play football. They just don't have enough quality.
Because I watched them against Liverpool, and they gave them a good game. I watched them against Brighton, and they were unlucky, and they went toe to toe with those teams. They just can't score. So I was expecting a difficult game today, to be honest.
No, I guess.
Do me a favor. Can you put that comment from Football or Soccer? He's a member on this channel.
Yeah,
shout out to him, by the way. He always shows love. He said, "Said spitting facts. We should play 2 wingers, not a back 5." Today we had Ahmad in one of the wing backs. Whether you agree it should have been him or it should have been Anthony and maybe leave him in the 10, that's different. The reality is we had a winger. You know why the line was deep today? Is because when they pressed us up the pitch, we just didn't have the quality to break them down. Too many times we struggled. Exactly. And that's what I'm telling you. What we should and what the reality is, Saeed, are 2 different things.
The manager can change that. The manager can change that.
The reality is, everyone right now in this chat should hit the like
with what?
But you know, not everyone.
Okay, Xerxes is one player. Xerxes, listen, okay, I think I agree. I agree. Xerxes should be playing, but that's one player in this system. Xerxes is not going to. Xerxes not going to fix the progression issues in midfield. He's not going to fix the progression issues at the back.
That's one player. That's one player.
That's one player.
One player. I think for me, Bruno in the 8 role is better than he was on the left-hand role. That's another player there. I think playing Mazraoui as a left-sided centre-back for me is not good enough, and that there is a position there. Maguire playing centre-back allows us to progress the ball better in the middle of the park. That allows us to be better.
I don't think Maguire allows us to do that, to be honest.
Sorry?
I don't think Maguire allows us to do that. He's good on the ball, but he doesn't move it quickly.
He doesn't move it quickly.
I think he doesn't well, but you see it now.
He doesn't move.
No, but he progresses the ball better than what you see.
You know when you're so bad. You know when you're so bad that you're like, Maguire is our best option. Like, this is where we are, bro. This is where we are, bro. 2 years ago we were saying this man moves like he's in molasses, bro. And now we're talking about Maguire progresses the ball quickly.
To be fair though, Maguire's always been a good center back in the back 3. That we signed him based on he was in the back 3 for Leicester for England. But
yeah.
I hear that on the ball.
I think
Delete slows the game down.
I think it's the other way. I think Maguire is better on the ball than De Ligt, maybe, but he's slower with like releasing the ball. He holds on to it for too
You know
long.
what it
That's
is?
my
Adam,
problem.
we're in such a bad
I
position
think
that
they're
even if he's
both.
slow at progressing the ball, it's better than having no ball passing at all. Because when he's out, what is one thing we lose when Maguire's not there? Besides the fact that he's a little bit commanding back there, talks to his center backs or whatever, you lose that one diagonal pass that kind of gives us an outlet. Today, when we were struggling because of their press, we had no one that was able to do that.
They're going back
now
to
it's probably the only one that doesn't do it that well. And that's what I'm saying. What me and Kemi is the reality of what we are. We lose a Maguire against Southampton, and I could see the drop in the level of the team. And that's how bad we are.
So
because it's Maguire and it's Southampton.
I've just named 3 or 4 different reasons as to why Man United could play better against Southampton. But you lot are saying, nah, it's a reality. It's a reality. I don't get it, guys.
One of the main reasons why I give Amorim a bit of slack is if everyone's fit, no injuries at all, and I get to pick the starting 11, there is not one combo that makes me fully happy for the 3-4-3. And that is the main thing. I don't think we have the right players for the positions, even if everyone's fit. I don't want Bruno in the 10 really. I don't want Bruno in the 8 really. I don't think he suits either of those. I don't want either Garnacho there. I don't want the strikers there. I think we need someone in midfield, someone in with the wing backs, a striker, and a 10 at the very least, and probably another centre half. So that's why, as much as I agree with your criticism, Saeed, because I think some of it is fair, to be honest, it's really tough.
Yeah.
And I don't hold back on the players. Like I would say,
I agree. I agree. Before I bring in Wasim, said a big up to Lon says, I don't care. This season is not a write-off. No manager should ever come have that luxury at United. We need to get something out this season so we can have a positive end to the season, and that will be a foundation we can build on. Facts, 100%. I think the Europa League is an opportunity there. Our tournament says that we don't need the quality to play on the front foot, break teams down. This team is built for transitional, counter-attacking football. But that's also something that we need to get out of our system, because that's why we're getting rid of Garnacho and Rashford. But Wasim, what do you want to say? What point do you want to contest, or do you want to make a new point?
I'm saying we're giving Amorim a bit too much leeway today, I'll be honest. Southampton have got 1 win all season, minus 34 goal difference, and we're in January, by the way. So that shows the amount of goals they concede. And secondly, it doesn't matter about personnel. It's your approach of the game. Our line was far too deep. We can impose ourselves onto them. You're making out what Suleiman or Dibbling can get in the United team. Well, 9 United players can get in the Southampton team. So I don't know what point you're trying to make there. We started the game not on the front foot. We should have imposed ourselves. We could pin them back. Absolutely. Maybe they will get 1 or 2 counters that through Suleiman and so forth. Yeah, but this is Southampton at home. You're making too many excuses. Yes, against Arsenal, Liverpool, we can defend in a 5-4-1, so it's more compact in midfield, and Maino Ugarte got more support because the left hand and right hand are basically tucking in, and they got support in midfield compared to a 2 and a 4. However, for example, today, 100%, Saeed's got a point. We should impose ourselves on Southampton. So you're saying if our forward line and our midfielders and our wing back didn't push it right against them, they wouldn't struggle. They would struggle to play at the back. Most of the goals they've conceded this season is because they've tried to play out from the back and they've lost in their own third. So Saeed's absolutely got a point.
So no, Wasim, I think we all agree with that. We all agree that we should be more aggressive, be more on the front foot. All those things are true. I think the only thing that I was eliciting is that this collection of players have shown us when somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
No, I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
Long-term vision, I agree. I'm just talking about today.
Today I can. Obviously, I'm going to criticize Amorim. Like I've criticized him. I think he's been okay in his time so far, and I think he'll improve. But really, if we're just talking this squad as a whole, bro, they played when it comes to the mid-table, lower table teams, we have been struggling against these teams for years. This is not new. I remember losing to Burnley and Ollie's tenure, losing to last Brighton. I mean, Brighton is now a good team, but we've held set. We've been thrown around the place, literally. So this is all I'm saying is
a game against Arsenal where I was actually stuck in a very long time. That's the proudest I've been over Manchester United team.
I agree.
even going back
But
to
they,
Ferguson
this
era.
is this.
So therefore, their confidence should be really high because Arsenal are a title challenging team. So next
they-
game is Southampton. They should maintain the intensity. I don't care if it's Southampton at home. They should maintain the intensity. And the line, you can push up, the midfield, the forward line, you can
But
push
it's
it up.
it's a different type. It's a different type of intensity, my brother. Like it's not the same. It's just not the same.
Manchester City, right? Manchester City used to have cup games against League One teams and League Two teams in Carabao Cups, FA Cups, and when it was 3-0, 4-0, 4-0, and so forth, you know what they used to do? They used to put Mahrez on. They'd put Aguero on. Pep Guardiola was not even fussed. He'd turn.
Did you hear the names you just mentioned? Did you just hear the names you Did you hear the names you just mentioned? By the way, when you just said that, listen, I think I agree. Yes, City are yes the well-oiled machine that Pep Guardiola created. Absolutely, yeah, he could be up 3-0 and continue to apply pressure. I think what I'm trying to say is Amorim has to detox this current squad of the mindset that they've had for literally years and years and years and years. That's not going to happen in 2 months or 3 months or however long he's been here. It's not going to happen.
And in some cases, you can't change it. You need to sell them.
Yeah, bro. And some players just need to go. And some players just need to go. Like we play like this constantly against teams like this. Like look at earlier in the Europa League, like how we're struggling against no-name teams, bro. Like this is just who we are. Like
sometimes I think it's awful that some people like you will say a lot about the system, but sometimes just closing somebody down that's 5 yards away has nothing to do with system. A little bit of running, intensity, tackling has nothing to do with 3-4-3. It doesn't matter. You're defending your goal, and you literally can play as a team. This guy goes to press, the other guy goes to press. But United, what it is like when the game starts and the players start a bit slow, it can just be a knock-on effect. And I think that's what happens because we've been in that situation for years. And like you said, the mentality of the players is still there. So they don't have the ability to play at a high level consistently, game in, game out, week in, week out. Man United, these crop of players don't have that ability. So one game they can play good. The next game you see it's average, and you're thinking, what's happening? Like you're playing at home. Why are you not able to do this? And that's the letdown. And I think personally, Amorim, his mindset is very, very high. So I think he already knows what he wants to do. It's just up to the club to follow him where he's going. But I can see it because he knows the mindset of half these players are gone. Like they don't have some of the players. It's not even like they're bad. They just don't have the right mindset because they've been used to this average mediocre, style for a long period of time. And there's no way
they were praised for it. Like my problem is more with the fan base and then with the players. To be honest, that's the thing. Like players, like we know them. To be honest, they've been praised and like shouted and for being not good enough. Let's face it.
Can I just say as well?
Players are usually Bruno, Garnacho, Rashford, Højlund. You could argue they are the one that's like Bruno's been playing well recently, but you could argue that those players are not good enough. All of them. Did you guys speak about Højlund by the way before?
Yeah, we did. We did. We cooked them.
Don't speak. Can I say the manager knew that this so-called what you're saying levels have dropped or whatever. He knew because he addressed it himself, saying Mino and Ugarte both were as he said, they were tired, they were done. At halftime, he had to take one of them off. And he also said, if you had a bit more energy in the midfield, you instantly, start closing players down a lot quicker, and you instantly progress your team up further forward. Saeed is right, and Wasim is right as well with the fact that we should be imposing ourselves, but we weren't able to impose ourselves because, Dibbling pulled out a sword and just started cutting every man open. Whenever he had the ball, he just ran through the entire team. Look at the amount of yards, he was able to cover. And then look at Sulemana as well, where he's receiving the ball and how he's ended up blasting through players every time. We did try. There was actually a couple of times, when we got forward, and there was one particular turn Sulemana did, where he didn't touch the ball. He faked it. He faked the turn. He faked the touch. Turned. And he's gone. He smoked the whole team.
Smoked us, man.
This is just where we have to close the player down before the ball gets passed. Just make sure we don't give them that extra yard, extra half a yard, because this is very small margins. When Garnacho has that opportunity to score, he has to score. It's like there's no negotiation. And he speaks on this as well. He says, look, when we don't score these chances that we get, we end up having this mentality. It's like, oh, we got flipping hell. But then what you need to turn it to is, when we get a chance, we don't score, is right, we can create a chance. Let's go and create another one. Let's go create another one. He said today wasn't about enthusiasm. It wasn't about anything like mental. It was about speed. We needed to have speed in the game. He said when the ball is outside, Bruno's inside. When the ball is inside, Bruno's outside. Then he said there was another moment when the ball doesn't get closed down quick enough, and then Euro doesn't have enough time to recover and catch up to Sulemana, because Euro's also pushed up forward. You know what I'm saying? It's very minuscule things that are affecting. It's bad, of course, but it's not as mad crazy as people make it sound. Yes, the midfield needed to be addressed. If maybe he had a bit more energy in the midfield and players were a little bit less knackered, maybe he had, let's say, for example, a Collier's profile, a senior player in Collier's profile who started in midfield with Ugarte, maybe Ugarte would have had a little bit of help. But we've actually underestimated, how much importance Manuel Ugarte brings. Like, he does 2-3 months job
without
alone,
him, without him in midfield,
the day he's tired is the day we're absolutely cooked, to the point he actually took off Mino first, then he took off Ugarte, because he's like, bro, the guy does 2 months job. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
The common misconception amongst the fans is that, for example, when we started this show, people said the midfield got cooked and so forth. The midfield is always going to struggle in this system. And then moving on to Faz's point, because, for example, if they say they got 3-man midfield, so say when we play Arsenal away in the league, what happened? Mazraoui had to push on to Odegaard. If you remember that game, Mazraoui So Mazraoui will push into midfield every single time. That means Ugarte can pick up the other midfielder, and Manu can pick up the other midfielder. So now it's 3v3. So it is those momentarily moments where players are getting the ball and being allowed to turn. So that's where our players need to basically push on, but it's systematic. So say if Ahmad goes and pushes onto their full back, then our right centre back has to push onto their left winger. But the problem is, I think in the system, some of them in their minds, they're a bit too slow to it. I think what game was it? I think it was Liverpool home or something recently, when basically our centre backs wasn't pushing onto their midfielders. And then they had joined that position. No matter who we play, no matter who the two are, Ugarte is special in that position, because he can play high over. He can sit between two players. What's his name? Ugarte. However, our centre backs have to push on into midfield. Otherwise, we're going to see that issue all the time, because most teams play with a 3-man midfield, and we play with a 2-man midfield. The reason it looks okay against Liverpool and
Brighton, oh my god, they're gonna destroy us in that midfield.
If you don't press out,
I have long-term concerns for this midfield under Amorim. Like, I don't like a 2-man midfield in the Premier League. I think other teams have, like Wasim just mentioned, every team pretty much plays with a 3-man midfield, and not only do they play with 3-man midfields, most teams now have physical specimens in the 3-man midfields. And no disrespect to Ugarte, he's great in terms of, like, has mad intensity and stuff like that, but don't forget, he's still like 5'10". He can go, like, for example, on Sunday, right, against Brighton, what do you think he's gonna do against Baleba? He could have all the dog in the world, but Baleba's gonna run right past him, because he's about 4 inches. He's 4 inches taller. He's much stronger. He's much quicker. He's gonna run right past him. So I don't like the 2-man midfield, because not only that, like, for example, this is why I think of Amorim. I like, sometimes you could obviously do, like, maybe you could drop one of the 10s maybe a little bit deeper to kind of form a 3-man midfield, and kind of like maybe have like 2 goal scoring attackers, one of the other 10, and then maybe obviously your striker. There's different ways to adapt, but I think like for right now, it's fine. What it is. You don't have midfield personnel, right? You could do 2 shin kickers in a way in terms of Ugarte and Collier. I think Collier, for example, against teams like Southampton, I would play Collier over Ugarte, because I think Collier offers you the same intensity. I think he could run for days. We saw it in preseason what he could offer you physically, but on the ball, he's just that much better, because he could pass with both feet. He could do right foot padding. He could do left foot passing.
Like Collier with Mano, for example.
Yeah, I think there's better understanding. Obviously, Mano, I have long-term concerns for him in this system too, because until he develops a passing range, or he's willing to pass more longer passes, I will worry about him, because what I saw today was on the pitch, our players were so separate. They were all so far from each other. There was no one close to each other.
Bro, there was no connection.
Every single time someone got the ball, two people ran onto them, and what do they have to do? They have to pass backwards. That's what I constantly saw. No one was, and when you look at Southampton, when they got the ball, we mentioned Sulemana, we mentioned Dibbling. They got the ball in the half turn, but because they had players next to them that were able to create space for them, they were able to turn and run into space. Our players, we don't have that. Not even if they were able to run into space, they don't want to. Like Hoyland can get the ball back to go. The guy don't want to turn and run. Xerxes, for example,
he don't want to do shit.
Yeah, you saw Xerxes. He got the ball, chested it, brought it down. Either he lit it off first time, or he spun and he ran into space. Garnacho, he doesn't really know how to do that. Bruno, with his back to goal, he's never really going to spin you and turn and run. He needs to be playing with his face to goal. That's why I think also against lower opposition, if you want to bench Manu, right, because maybe and stuff like that, you don't find the perfect fit, you could do Bruno and maybe Collier, because Bruno can play as an 8 against lower opposition, because he'll have maybe that little bit much more space to be able to progressively pass. Or if you want to go Eriksen, if the other team is that shit that you can afford his physical limitations, you could do Eriksen. So I think Amorim, in my opinion, needs to start adjusting to what the opposition is. Against the Southampton, there is no need for Rasmus Højlund, because you're going to see more of the ball. So why not play the number 9 that's much better in possession? You could do the Højlund dog shifts against Liverpool and Arsenal, because he's going to run for days. That's fine.
Run for days,
At the very least, you could just have him run the channels and be that a little bit of a nuisance, and then you have Xerxes coming on to finish the game. But against Southampton, yes, they're good on the ball, and the possession was like 55-45 or something like that. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have a little bit more of the ball, especially at home. Play your best players in possession. Ugarte Manu is not a midfield that's gonna be good in possession. Neither of them can pass the ball more than 10 yards. Manu can carry the ball more than 10 yards, that's fine, but he's not going to pass it. And in a 2-man pivot, one of them has to be a special passer. You cannot have one man in the midfield. You cannot have two people in the pivot that don't know how to pass.
Yeah. Would you try Collier?
It's a priority. It's a priority. I agree with Chris.
But even Collier is not the greatest of passers, but I think he's just more comfortable at receiving the ball and stuff like that. Because the only other manager that's played a 3 at the back that succeeded in this league recently is Antonio Conte. And if you look at the midfield that he either had a Cesc or a Matic, and both of them are exquisite passers. Yeah. And he had Conte doing it, and they had Conte doing all the dog work. Or
he also had David Luiz coming in between them.
He had David Luiz as a libero. He had him as a central center back. No, obviously I've been high about Harry Maguire recently, but he is nowhere near David Luiz.
No, not at all.
Nah, nowhere near.
Exactly. And so the system right now, there's always gonna be that level of limitations because we don't have passes. Like today, I tweeted about it's so sad that United saw how good Christian Eriksen was 2 years ago and never thought, this guy's really good, but obviously he's physically declining. Let's go sign someone that's younger that can pass similar level. Obviously, maybe not because Eriksen's obviously an extreme technician, one of the best in the Premier League in the past decade, but at least someone that's maybe 75% of his passing level and can also run. And what did this team do instead? They went and signed Mason Mount, who just presses, and then Ugarte, who literally just presses.
We bought runners, man. Exactly. Yeah.
Because, if you think about it, we had Ahmad and Kobe that can play with the ball in that setup there. It's not good enough, is it? I don't trust Højlund. I don't trust Garnacho. I don't trust Bruno there to receive the ball. And I don't trust Ugarte or Kobe necessarily all the time. So immediately we were going to struggle with possession. Like before the game started, it was quite easy to predict in a sense.
Yeah.
And
go
ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, do you not notice every time, recent games at Old Trafford, every time I notice from the Newcastle game and probably previous to that, they're specifically putting players on either side of the centre midfielders. Even when we played Newcastle, Isak was going into that position because our centre backs don't know whether to follow him or sit back. And those two players are basically
there's a big space.
Yeah, they're getting outnumbered 4v2, 3v2, and it's always
and then the Euro's too deep, man. He's not even push up the pitch, man.
Yeah, he should push. He has to push. There's no other option. The reason it looks okay in the cup games against Arsenal and so forth,
compact.
Yeah, because it's a 5-4-1. It's not a 5-2-2-1. Do you get what I mean? It's a different system.
He needs to stop that center back inverting nonsense too. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of seeing the center back invert into the midfield, especially our central center back. I don't understand the point of it. It's just an extra body in there for no reason.
Yeah,
we need other players as well. I think we have a good set of players here and there, but overall we need to improve the quality. We need to raise the technical floor. Because it's
Yeah.
Manchester
Saeed,
United.
and then I want to say something as well.
Yeah, because it's Manchester United. Like we don't have to pick between quality on the ball or physicality. Like we are a big and rich enough club to actually get. That's why you are the big club, because you go get the gems that actually give you the quality and the physicality and the work ethic and the respect for the club and the badge. Like you can afford those things at lower levels. Like this one's a good athlete. This one is not fit, but he's good on the ball. United, you should get both. It's not really negotiable at this level.
This big up Just Waffle says we have no midfielders that can control games. It's made worse when we defend with 9 people in this system. That's what I'm saying. Another thing there, it's like I just think too many people are defending and not enough people are attacking in the system. That's my only grudge. You know, you can say they're not good enough. I absolutely agree. But in terms of initiating that and actually say, you know what, let's go and have that thought process of attacking rather than defending, because it just for me just gives you like an option to say, you know what, we've given ourselves something to build on, rather than say, you know what, we're not really good at defending as it is anyway in a minute because we're still conceding chances. Staffy, big up to you. You want to say something there? You said Smash likes people.
I wanted to say something. Sorry, it was me.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, I don't know if you man touched on it, but huge credit to Andre Onana. Huge credit
absolutely,
to Andre. Bro. Very strong hand, made himself big, and stopped that second shot. The corner kick, he saved it, but very unfortunate. It was a deflection, and he tried to save it again. And by that point, it was already inside. It's a very unfortunate situation. One thing I noticed, I was sat literally next to Amorim. I was looking at I could see the analysts' iPads and whatnot. I think about 4 times I saw Ruben tell Onana pass it to the centre backs or the wing backs, and Onana decided to kick it long. A few times I've seen it, and I think this is something that he's going to work on with Andre, is have more control. You will have more control of the game if you start playing out from the back more often. We're going to need competent midfielders who can receive the ball. If you notice, right, who in midfield is coming deep to say, right, I want it, and then turning with the ball in the first half.
Is it really?
Yeah, you saw Bruno do one turn and try and play out, but then have you noticed it was Ahmad trying to win the ball back? Yeah, it was Euro losing the ball and ball being pinged around in the edge of our box. We need competent players here who can come deep and pick up the ball and turn. That's what you need to do. Having a Ahmad alone, is not going to be enough. This high that we're on right now, where the managers come out and said, he said. The first sentence he said in the press conference, Ahmad needs good food, rest, because we're going to need him again. This luck and this high is going to run out soon, right? Manchester United need another 10 ASAP. And I've said it before, and I'm telling you again, it's more important than a wing back. We played without a wing back today, without Diallo, that majority of people criticize every day. Fair enough, rightly so. But you notice how often when Ahmad has the ball, he turns his body at the defenders, attacking, which helps you push the team forward. When Garnacho has the ball, he faces his body sideways and expecting to pass the ball back, expecting to pass it side, into the midfield rather than going forward. Just that little move of going forward, you've instantly turned the whole team right. Okay, he's going to come at us. Let's be on the back foot. Just that little action alone. Then you try and attack them and you start, putting the players back. Notice over the course of this season, since Ahmad's played, how many goals has Ahmad got us? Sheer out of determination. No talent, no ability. There was no ability in today's third goal. No talent was involved in today's third goal.
You could say intelligence, and that's it.
Desire, right? Look at how he runs. Head forward, on his toes, blasting at the goal. Doesn't matter if he gets there or not. He's just running at the goal. Look at Garnacho, how he runs, on his heel, dragging. He's dragging his runs. He's running and then he's slowing down. He's not running full pelt at the player.
He's not scaring the defender. He's not scaring the defender. He's not scaring the defender. Like he's not
scaring. No. The moment you run at the player, full pelt. When they have the ball, there's certain saying in football that we say from the sideline. We say he don't want it, run. He don't want it. If you've played football, you have to run at the player. Garnacho doesn't run at the player, bro.
You know what's fast?
Hungry left 10 that is going to run And when he loses the ball, or if he doesn't get the ball, he's gonna come back again and help the
100%.
team.
And this is why Faz, symmetry is very, very important, because if you have the threat only on one side, it's easy to play against. You can put all your resources on blocking that threat. But if you have symmetry in a team and you have width, now it's very difficult to play against. Like if we had someone like Ahmad on the other side, Ahmad would be even more dangerous than he is at the moment. And the other player on the same side would the same. So that's why I don't like the idea of having one creator on one side and someone on the other side that does something else.
Yes.
This is why you can't have one goal scorer, for example, on the left and the creator on the right. You need two goal scorers because you need to be difficult to play against, not easy. And if you have two threats that are similar on both ways, they can't put the defense. They can't organize the defense in a way that is easy for them.
And the reason why Ahmad is scoring from the wing back position is only because he's arriving late. He's not getting picked up. Whereas in the right 10, he's getting picked up. He's in that pocket. The left back can pick him up. Centre back can pick him up. Left centre midfielder can pick him up. He's almost stuck in that triangle. Whereas as a right wing back, no one's picking up. Arriving late. The winger might not be tracking him, so forth. So that's why he's getting those chances and those spaces out wide. Naturally, when you're attacking with a 5, there's always far play on the end because it's 5v4 generally. So that's what Ahmad's free, but it's going to be an issue, like Adam said.
Yeah. What about Mandem? Just maybe the last topic before we go. Like Lenny Yoro's performance, man. Like I can't lie, man. That hurt me today, man. The manager should have took him out the team, man.
It's very simple. Just welcome to the Premier League. He got cooked. It is what it is. You learn. He's 18 years old. It's a learning lesson.
I agree because I rate him very, very highly.
I threw the white towel in, man. I said, "Yo, get him out of here, man. Get him out of there."
Learning curve.
It's tough, but I think it showed today though. I think long term he should be a central center back eventually. I don't think right center back. I think especially in the system that Amorim really wants to play, the right, like how demanding it is to be a wide center back. You have to be a specialist at defending 1v1 to be at right center back. And when you saw the way, like for example, I think someone mentioned in staff he's watching earlier about Masraoui, maybe should have played right center back because the fullback is more able to deal with those. Like Masraoui, for example, maybe he's not the greatest defender, but he knows how to defend against a winger more than a center back does. Most of the times, a center back 1v1 against a winger is going to get cooked. Unless they're very special, like a Saliba or Van Dijk of the world and stuff like that, because their reading of the game is so top, they're going to be able to. But otherwise, an inexperienced center back like Yoro, and people keep thinking Suleiman is a no-name, right? Not that many people know about him. Bro, the guy's a special 1v1 dribbler. United wanted to sign him a couple of years ago. He was special from his days in the Danish league. He played at Rennes in the league in Ligue 1, so he's always been a special dribbler. He's quick. And
Rennes is a good academy of Rennes, man. Good academy.
And Lenny Yoro, obviously, he wants to depend on his athleticism because he's quick, he's strong, he's tall, all that kind of stuff. But when you're going to go up against people that are quicker than you, that are stronger than you, so at that point, you got to rely on your defending skills and your experience and your reading of the game. Sometimes don't go too touch tight. Sometimes back off a little bit and don't give him the opportunity to knock the ball past you. He needs to learn that. And that's okay. He'll learn that experience and stuff like that. But I think the way that he could pass in terms of like that diagonal switch you talk about Maguire, right? We see Lenny Yoro has that diag in him.
He has it.
We saw it against Liverpool that he had that pass where Garnacho was offside.
Yeah,
he's shown that he could do that pass. I think long term, I think United can maybe go get someone else at right center back. Maybe that Bissek guy, right? For example, from Inter Milan. He seems like someone that can maybe defend the wide spaces a little bit better. And you can play Lenny Yoro central. I think it's just a learning experience. He learned from it. Next time he goes up against a tricky winger like that, maybe he'll learn. Maybe I don't always run right at him and let him go right past me. Sometimes maybe just back off. That's all it is, man.
The guy is just too quick. Like you can be a top defender, you can be very good, you can learn, like you can read the game the right way, but the guy sometimes is just too quick. Like that players like Adama Traore, for example, is so quick and strong that even if you know what he's going to do,
it's basketball, bro. Great offense always beats great defense. If someone's better on offense, it's always going to be great defense, no matter what, bro.
That's tough.
Do you think you should play him again, or should you just say, you know what, let's protect him now?
The defense always starts from the front line. It always starts from ahead.
I know.
We ended up, whatever happened further up the pitch, he moved up, having confidence that the team is going to be able to hold the ball. The moment you don't have the ball, the front players, then the midfield players, and then the centre backs are the last line of defense. That's why they call it last line of defense. Then he's on the back. He's having to chase the ball, and Suleiman is obviously, he's rapid and he's smoked him. Not only that, he smoked him even when he was deeper. and he's running at Euro as well. Let's not forget, you've seen the jinky that he done, and Ahmad had to come and save him, you know, later, a little bit later. This is natural. The best defenders in the world, they have their days when they will get cooked, and the attackers will have their days when they're feeling themselves. They have 1-2 successful dribbles, and then they just grow from, you know, that on in the game. It just happens. Doesn't make Euro a bad player. Doesn't make him not able to play for Man United. It's just that in that moment, in that situation, he just got caught in the wrong position. That's all it is. You know, the other players should be helping him out. Let's be deadly honest here. They should be closing the space down, like Ahmad did. Ahmad came back and helped him out. We've seen Garnacho numerous times, bro, watching, I don't know, like watching the fans, watching the lights. I don't know what he's watching. He's not helping no one in no man's land, right? Whereas Ahmad came back and helped him out. It's very normal in a game. It happens. That's why you have a goalkeeper as well to save. This is the risk you have when you play a higher line, when you ask your centre backs to push forward. They're not superhumans when they have, like, they're gonna win every duel. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not disappointed at all. We took a risk going forward. We lost the ball. We should have defended and won it back in their half. That's how the football should be played. Win the ball back in their half. We didn't do that, and you know, we got punished. Luckily, it wasn't a goal. So he's a fantastic player for his age.
I'm a big fan.
And people need. Yeah, he's getting accustomed to the league, accustomed to playing in this back three. He's not played in a back three before as well, so he has to get used to
that he hasn't done. He played the back two in for Lille, and it's just he's more accustomed to that, and he loves that as well. But wide channels and wide areas, like Grace said, it's difficult, man. It's great, very, very difficult.
You know what?
These players, sorry, Adam. These players, Sulemana, Dibbling, Omari, Hutchison, when they play Man United, they're playing for the future, bro. Let's be honest.
I know.
When they come to Old Trafford, these
Tyler Dibbling is a must, man.
Bro, I don't know how much Sulemana's on. He's not on 50 grand a week. He's probably not even on 30 grand a week, bro. These guys are playing here, against players who are on hundreds of bags a week, and they're thinking, bro, this is my time to shine and make a name in football. Look at Omaridion, bro. How that guy turned into a machine when he played against Man United? Like, he turned into
to be fair, he's been cooking all year at Porto.
Yeah, but when you play against Man United, you have an extra incentive at Old Trafford to do a madness. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what players do.
Tyler Dibbling should have been in the building January 1st. I don't understand why United are still hassling about that, bro. It's 20 mil. Get it done. Bring him in. And there's your right wing back. Where you want to play.
This thing about if they get relegated, he's still just as desirable, bro. I'll be deadly honest. This thing about if they get relegated, it becomes cheaper. You still want my player, so pay up, bro. At the end of the day, he's under contract. We need to, you know what I'm saying? Just as much as Dibbling, just as much as Douglas Luiz, Cunha, bro. There's Angel Gomez on free this summer, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we should be picking up such players.
But again, would Angel Gomez work in his two midfielders?
No disrespect to Angel Gomez. I don't not.
But why can he not come to Man United and play as one of the 10s when we need to, bro? You need a squad.
He's not a 10. He's better. He's better deeper. He's better as your metronome.
Even on a rotational basis, bro. Why would you not look at the depth Chelsea have? Just look at the depth Chelsea have. Why are we gonna say no to a player that's free? That can be an addition. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I hear the rotational part, but I want us to start approaching every signing as like, yo, this guy, he's gonna fight for that starting spot. That he wants to be. He's ready to be the starter and stuff like that. When you look at Angel Gomez, like I think he's a great player, and I think maybe if we still play like a 4-2-3-1 or something like that, he would have been absolutely perfect because I think technically he's very sound. But again, in a midfield pivot, unless you have next to him a physical monster, and I'm talking about like a 6'3" great midfielder, I don't see it in this system.
No,
unfortunately. And as a 10, I don't think he has the end product to be that kind of number 10. I think assist-wise,
well, listen, I would take him a free transfer, but I just don't know now. The more I look at it, we need specialists, man. We need specialists in the system. But like I said, we don't know,
bro.
But we need to start buying players, not for them to be either starter or bench player. We need to start buying the best players we can, and they will pick themselves out for the starting 11 or the bench. Yeah, like that gets sorted after.
He's on 40K a week, by the way. Dibble is on $5 a week. Obviously, he's 18. So Dibbling's got to be a must, man.
He carved us open. He absolutely carved. We were lucky.
I can't believe Dillit as well, man. I'm sorry, man. Dillit needs to stop this sliding in nonsense as well, man. Like, he's done this a couple of times.
He didn't get cooked by Dibbling. It was Licha.
No, but it was Licha at first. But then, did you not see
Oh yeah,
Didn't
he got
slide
him.
it in.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that's
he let him in, bro. You got to
He looks
stand,
very
man.
rash.
Stand on your ground, man. Like, I don't know why he keeps doing this, bro. He did it against Liverpool, done it against Porto. He just needs to
now
stop,
is
like,
the
his
best
bad
time. But there
habits.
is, I don't want to hear a single argument of why Man United shouldn't take a 45 million bid for Garnacho. It is
We'll see
absolutely
tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big
abysmal.
day, man. By the way,
Abysmal.
yeah, that thing that's coming out for Rashford, yeah, tomorrow. It's going to come out tomorrow. There's actually a few things that'll be out tomorrow. Rashford, Garnacho, and then maybe you might see some murmurs about Casemiro as well. So
bro, I need
tomorrow's-
Barca to sell Ansu Fati so Rashford could go there already. I'm still waiting, bro.
But he's
No
on
one
big
wants
wages, Ansu Fati,
You know how much Ansu Fati's on?
I forgot.
go find out.
I forgot Bartolomeo's a criminal, bro. This guy be giving people 800K a week wages.
Bro,
Ansu Fati's making
we
almost
can
400K.
sell a
Let
Garnacho
me find out now.
whilst his value is high, yeah, 45 plus, I don't know, 10 mil add-on, bro. We instantly go and put 15 plus whatever add-on and get dibbling straight away. 20 plus
oh
whatever
my
add-on, and we
God.
still have money left.
Fati's
over.
like
Ansu Fati is on 268,000.
Nah, see, the
euros.
Bartolome guy, bro. I promise you, he deserves.
Bro,
to
they
be
secured him with that wage when they gave him number 10 when they thought he's the next Messi.
Bro, see when
Yeah, they
Bartolome
did 2021.
And then he went
When
to
they-
play for Brighton.
when they
Because he
arrested
got
Bartolome,
injured
bro,
and
they
then
were-
they loaned him to Brighton.
Why would he leave? Why would he leave?
If you think, by the way, if you think we have a bad wage structure, just go look up Barcelona's wage structure.
Yeah, Barcelona, they can't sign the players they have.
They generally can't sell some of these players. If you think we can't upload some of these wages, just go look at Barcelona.
Well, look at Lewandowski, 640,000.
Look at
That's
Frankie
right.
De Jong. Frankie De Jong's
This
on
is, why,
370 bags a week.
this is why every summer they want to get rid of him. Look how much he's making.
Jules Kunde's eating nice.
That's in euro. That's in euro. So
Ferran Torres is mad. Yeah, I know it's in euros. Yeah, but still.
Still a lot,
yeah,
though.
that's mad still.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. I can't lie to you, man. It's crazy, man.
Yamal, the best players.
Yamal, the best
Look,
player.
Yamal's on 32, and then United fans are crying saying,
But he's not 18 yet, is he? He's not 18 yet, that's why.
Yo, all I'm saying is to Sir Hustle Hard 304, Yamal's that. When we hit that 18, bro, you better be asking for 250K bags a week right away. I'm sorry.
Bro,
That's
more
even
than that,
less.
probably.
Bro, your
4,
kid's
5
a, your kid's the best player on the planet right now, bro. Go get that bag, bro. I better not be seeing him on less money.
Less.
Yeah, but he's from Catalonia, hometown.
They say
discount.
PSG's bad as well. Is PSG bad as well?
Yeah, probably.
It will be in it. Look at the players that have been there.
I think it's not as bad as it was 3 or 4 years ago.
I mean, yeah,
League,
Mbappe
yeah.
and Neymar are probably each earning like $1 million a week.
Yeah, but then again,
By the way, Neymar's free. Neymar's been told to leave. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
yeah,
they're not
I'll take
registering
him
him.
any day. I'll take him any day. I don't care if it's Neymar.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Those five games will be a movie, bro. Those
Bro,
5 games of Neymar.
I am
Oh, you won't
taking.
see 5 games.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
I do not care.
Skriniar
Yeah?
is on this amount of money. Shit.
I don't care about what Man United, Adam Fahimi, Saeed TV. I don't give a fuck about none of you. Neymar 5 games, I'm taking it, bro. Any day, day.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Wait. Imagine Faz at the stadium telling Neymar to have a better first touch. Yeah, you want to tell Neymar work on your first touch.
Yeah,
I would not do that.
Save me a spot at the crib, bro. If Neymar is at Old Trafford, I'm flying out right away.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
easy.
strict on that.
Oh, the manager said he ain't got the physicality anymore. He's just Donny said this.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
20
Bro,
minutes
Saudi
against
manager's right,
Southampton. Bro, 20 minutes against Southampton. I'm taking it, bro. 20 minutes against Brighton.
100%. I work too hard. I deserve some football.
Bro.
Brother, the thing is that we're not gonna see it though. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
20 minutes, Saeed. That's fine. Give him an hour-long contract.
Bro, Neymar wants to play. Neymar wants to play 2026 World Cup. I promise you, he'll press. Bro. He's locked in.
This is where.
Will he start? He won't start in that Brazilian team. No, I don't think so.
No, he won't start.
Yes,
He will start for us.
Yes, he will. As long as Neymar is playing, he starts for that Brazil team. I promise.
Nah,
you.
he don't, man.
start-
He don't.
He
He
don't,
don't.
man.
Yes, he does. If Tio Roddy still starts for Portugal,
Ahead of Rafinha, ahead of Rodrigo, ahead of
yeah.
what
What have any of them done in a Brazil shirt?
Yeah, but what they're on it. Listen, Rafinha's done better than Neymar in the last 2 years, though. Let's be honest. Like,
But
yes,
Neymar has been
Bro, I've
vibing
seen,
the
I've
last
seen
2 years.
Belgium play. Hazard would have a hamstring in the World Cup. Trust me, he would start for
Bro,
Brazil.
it's
Nah, man,
He has first of all, he's gonna have the armband. He's gonna have the armband.
Of course.
First of all, he's gonna have the
But
armband.
you know it's his last World Cup, anyways.
You saw what Romario
I said
said.
I'm a Brazil fan. Neymar will take. Bro, Neymar won't get into that team. Listen, we love Neymar, but he won't get into that team.
Yeah,
You're
not,
not,
you don't love
He
Neymar.
plays in the 10, of course.
Well,
You know,
listen,
Vinny and
you
Rafinha.
said Neymar. Ronaldo's better than. What did you say last time? Messi's better than Neymar. Neymar's better than Messi. You said, didn't it? Last time.
Who said that?
Faz.
Bar for bar, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not even
I
close.
think for the
Control the
skill
ball.
set Neymar had, yeah. I think
Yeah,
he had
ability
the
on the
skill
ball. That's what I said. Ability on the ball. Neymar clears anyone, bro, on planet Earth. End of discussion.
Wow.
I'll never
Listen.
turn on that.
Nah, you know
On the
what? It
ball,
depends. It
same.
depends for me.
It's not about take.
Bro, stop. You don't have to join him. You don't have to join him. Relax.
No, I actually don't disagree with Faz.
Zidane and Neymar. Zidane and Neymar clear. On the ball, Zidane and Neymar clear.
Zidane
I'm not like
doesn't
if you
Zidane
ask
and
me,
Neymar clear on the ball.
if you ask me, if you gave me like 10 minutes to watch someone on the ball, I'm choosing
Neymar.
Neymar over Messi.
Yeah, I
What
get
he
that.
can do.
But
Yeah.
Better player, better legacy. No way.
But even then, Neymar is more skillful.
You're shifting the goalpost by saying legacy and this, that.
Better
bro.
player. Okay, I'll stop at better player.
No, Neymar,
Messi is a better player.
Neymar. Neymar not gonna end up with a better legacy than Vinicius Jr. the way football's going. So it doesn't matter, bro. It's
Yeah.
Allow the
legacy.
legacies.
Bro, that MSN front line, yeah.
It's the
What I
best
see
in history.
Neymar do, what I see Neymar do with my own eyes, I will never see that in my entire life. And my kids will
but
not
then
see
again,
that, bro.
Faz,
What Neymar
Faz,
did on the
across-
ball, bro.
across
I don't
the
care
period.
what people say.
Across
Guys,
that
wake up to
period,
reality. We're not getting Neymar anyways. Get ready for
yeah,
an
but
absolute
Faz,
Exactly.
across that period, what Messi did is just as impressive.
Phenomenal.
Probably more impressive.
No, I don't
It's
wanna
not as
see-
enjoyable necessarily. Like I can hear that
Bro,
argument.
Neymar sent the referee the wrong way. Are you taking the piss?
Yeah, but then again, you've watched Ronaldinho, you've watched Robinho, you've watched those players. Like,
yes,
I hear
that's
it.
another player, bro. But like these
Like,
man,
Do you
I hear
think
the Neymar thing. I'm a
Neymar's
massive-
better than Ronaldinho? Faz?
I'm a
Yeah,
massive
yes.
Neymar fan, but if you've seen Ronaldinho, if you've seen Zidane, if you've seen
Exactly.
if you've seen Robinho, for example, you can say that yes, Neymar is one of the greatest, but you've seen those. You can't
Yeah.
be that shocked with Neymar if you've seen those.
I can no, but when the conversation was Messi versus Neymar, or you know whatever.
Bro,
bro,
if I
on the
ever
ball-
catch that guy from Colombia that broke Neymar's back at the World Cup, I swear to God, bro, that's Vinicius, bro.
Bro.
He ruined the Ballon d'Or career, bro. I
Man,
swear
that
to
you
God,
need to
bro.
catch.
Yeah. This super chat here from MDR summarizes. Big up the panel and thanks Saeed for the content. If Rashford leaves, who do they give to 10 to? Like
Amad Diallo
subscribe,
next.
stay blessed.
I'm a Diallo next. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
I'm a Diallo, man. Neymar best ever when it came to ability and Zizou.
and Zizou, yeah, facts.
I mean, R9's up there too. To be fair,
Facts.
R9
You
is up
gotta-
there. Ronaldinho is up there. Iniesta and Zidane is a close contest as well.
You know
for
what,
me.
bro? Do you
And
know
yes,
what it means
I was
for an entire World Cup, yeah, to stop and watch Neymar what he's able to what he's gonna do? And unfortunate that he got injured on his ankle, bro. The entire world stopped to see what he had. The entire nation on his back, bro. The only players that were doing such things were like Rooney for England, and then it didn't work out. Ronaldo for Portugal. Neymar, what Neymar can do on the ball and what he's shown you, yeah, bro, it's just priceless. It's priceless. Playing it and in HD color as well. Get out of here. Messi,
Does Ahmad
bro,
look like
Messi needed to inject his leg, bro. Like, are we getting it twisted? Do we forget what Pep Guardiola and his doctor had to do, bro? Like, let's not beat around the bush, man. Let us not beat. Defenders had to kill Neymar, yeah, to stop him, bro. They begged him.
The same thing with Messi. You're saying 10 times, man.
Messi
Relax.
gets He runs in straight lines and zigzags, bro. Allow it. Messi stops the ball and
yeah, get out of here, man. Man said runs in straight lines and zigzag. Yo, Faz, please.
Anyway, Messi hype. We have the Ivorian Messi at the club.
Messi hype, yeah.
We have the Ivorian Messi, man. You get me?
Nah,
Like,
Faz, the truth is, you like Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi annoys you. So now you're trying to have the argument of who's better on the ball with the other guy.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi?
Outjumped Ferdinand, yeah. Ever since he outjumped Ferdinand, I just disliked him, bro. I was like, why are you outjumping Ferdinand, Rio, bro? What you?
That's Real's fault. He got outjumped by
Bro,
Messi.
what you doing?
That's Real's fault,
Ever
bro.
since then,
That's
yeah.
Real's fault.
I got
position
I'm
awareness.
not gonna lie.
Beef Rio,
not
bro.
gonna lie.
Vinicius wouldn't have lost the aerial duel. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, he would have clouded him. Yeah,
My Serbian king would have freaking knocked him out. On the middle of the pitch,
I
bro.
agree with
That's all I'm
Griggs, to
saying.
be fair.
Yeah, but just before we wrap up, what do you think this Rashford deal is going to get sorted out? Like, you man are confident he's going?
I
Yeah,
want him done
I'm
so
confident.
bad that I won't believe it till I see it.
He
I'm
should have
with
taken
Adam
the.
as
He
well,
should
but
have
I
taken.
think
He
he's
should have taken the AC Milan deal. I know he's waiting for Barca because it's Barca and everything, but he should have just taken the Milan deal, bro. Just go make movies with Leao.
You don't have the
And
funds.
also,
What?
Saeed supporting Messi is a disgrace as a United fan. I can't lie. You know what Real Madrid did
No,
for us
it's a
as
being a
well.
football fan.
Man,
No,
No,
you
no,
know what
no,
Real
no.
Madrid did for us,
Bro, we're talking about what they did for us in 1965.
bro. I cannot. My living
That's
body
too
will
much
never
tribalism
support
is going to kill you,
Barcelona.
man.
Yeah, nah,
Madrid,
man.
bro, Madrid,
Guys,
Madrid high,
you
bro.
said
They
that,
give
but
me
you were not serious. You know
Yeah,
you
Madrid
were.
made me.
I've got an agenda.
Madrid,
And also, Frankie De Jong rejected us. So you know what I'm saying.
There you go. That's fair enough. That's fair.
fuck fucking De Jong, bro.
Yeah, F. De Jong. He's finished now. His career's done, man. He's not on it, man. You get me? But listen, people, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. The likes are still rubbish, man. 566 and there's
Come on,
1.2k in the building. It's very, very poor.
Bunch of Hoylunds.
Sorry?
Bunch of Hoylunds in the chat, bro. They're not hitting the like button.
Yeah, not hitting the like button, man. You know what I'm saying to you? I don't know what you lot are doing, man. Smoking that mad pack, you get me? But I don't know who's live right now. Is anyone live? Stuffy, you know?
I already did my video for
Everybody's
the day.
gone sleep, G, after that.
Yeah, that's
performance. Yeah, thing is live. Flawless is live, isn't it?
It's Flawless live now.
Yeah,
Flawless
Flawless is live, bro.
Okay.
When
yeah,
in doubt, Flawless is live.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, then we'll go to Flawless, guys. He's doing Sarcasm City Fight Night Champion career mode. So we'll send to him, guys.
Man fighting Man United players in virtual reality.
There you go. There you go, guys. Me and Faz will be back tomorrow for the show, late night. So make sure you're there at around 9 p.m. And then I got troops in the morning, and then that's pretty much me done. Griggs, anything you want to plug?
Just my channel, really. Obviously, posted a match review today, and if you follow me on Twitter, my article I dropped yesterday about obviously in honor of Nottingham Forest and their little start to the season. I did an article on the best title finishes, and if you watch football in the past, y'all remember that Wolfsburg team in 08-09? I mentioned that team. Graffiti, bro. Edin Dzeko, Barzagli. That's real hoops.
What a team.
Yep, there you go, man. Guys, subscribe to Griggs' channel, man. Right there, people. That's the latest video. So go check it out, people. Wasim love, man, always.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Big up panel, Adam, Staffy, Faz, Griggs, and yourself.
My bro.
Yeah, big up, man. Adam, big up to you, man. Congratulations on your new house. Big up to you.
Thank you for thank you very much, my bro. Just my parents are with me, so that's why I was late. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure as always, everyone.
Big up. Staffy, what are you saying?
Little educational lesson. Since we were talking about Neymar, if you were wondering what midfield lost the ball when Croatia scored, just go do a little quick research and go look who was playing in DM that day when they received that counter, and you understand why I don't like this guy. But anyways, don't
do that. Don't do that because it wasn't.
Who was in the midfield, Griggs? Who was in the midfield?
It was Fred's fault. It was Fred's fault because Fred pressed up high.
There you go. That's the United midfield. Fred and Casemiro. But then you guys wonder why I don't like him. Yeah. You want to talk about Neymar legacy? Go look who ruined his legacy.
How much shisha you have today?
It doesn't have to do with anything. Shisha doesn't get you high. So why does it matter?
But you know the shisha, you know what I mean?
The
Like,
amount of
you know,
shisha I smoke, to me, it's like water. It wouldn't do anything to me.
Okay.
Why are people saying I'm high in the chat? You can't get high of a hookah. Well, that's enough. I'm trying to educate you guys on how shit our team is. I can't educate you right now on what hookah does to you. It doesn't get you high. Give it up, please.
Come on.
I didn't mix it with hashish, crunk. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask Adam for some Moroccan hashish.
Nah, man.
What you got coming up then? Staff, what you got coming up? Anything you got coming up? Oh.
I'll probably go live tomorrow. I didn't get to do a match reaction today on my channel. I had to record. We spoke about that side of the BR thing. So it was right after the game, so I couldn't go live on my channel. But yeah, I'm gonna probably go live tomorrow, maybe early. I'll talk about the game, and hopefully there's more news to talk about, transfer news. But I'm pretty much going live every other day. So just check me out. My channel's right here, anyways. So if you didn't see it all game, then all show, then your guys the one that are high, not me.
Yeah, there you go.
Smash a like
big up, man. Big up, man. Fans, big up to you, man.
Yeah, man. So if anyone's from Turkey, I'm gonna be on Turkey version of BBC tomorrow. The brothers have asked me to Why is Staffy laughing?
On Ole Gunnar
So when you
Solskjaer,
said
Ole
it
Gunnar
was just
Solskjaer.
Why is
me,
Staffy laughing, brother?
I'm gonna be on Turkey version of BBC. When you said Turkey, the first thing I
Like
thought
we
of
have
was like
BBC in the
characters.
UK. Turkey have their own BBC. I don't know.
Yeah,
what,
but you
what-
can't say the Turkey BBC when you're there, mate.
Yeah, but I
You can
actually
have
don't.
African
Like
name.
that's what the guy told me. That's what the reporter told me.
Thank you for having me, Turkey BBC.
Why are you on a Turkish channel? Do you speak Turkish?
No. Basically, Beşiktaş, they're linked with Ole and they're getting Ole. So the Turkish sports, it's called TRT Sports.
Are you the best? Are you best qualified to speak on it because you Ollie out, man? You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm gonna gas Ole up like crazy. You got no Immobile.
They should send time, man. They should send
Ole up.
time there.
Bro, Jao Mario and them man are getting gassed up. Beşiktaş fans are gonna hear my 5 minutes here, and they're gonna.
Yo, Turkish fans as well. They are not as patient as the Old Trafford crowd.
He's gonna sell him a dream and they're gonna be after him.
Bro, I'm gonna sell them a dream, G. I'm gonna say, yeah, Ole Gunnar went to a final. He came second. I'm not even capping, bro.
Shameless.
I'm not capping.
You get a lot of you get a lot of Turkish people that support your channel now. Build up that Turkish fan base.
Bro, they're gonna come back. They're gonna find me afterwards. They say, yo, what the hell?
What's
I was
It's
saying,
always a dream.
I'm gonna say, anybody that can get Beşiktaş into Europe is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Bro, Faz is gonna come back with those Turkish plastic surgery discounts. You know, we're all
Where are
gonna-
Beşiktaş now? Like, are they doing well or something?
Now they're like 6 points away from Europe. They're not doing well.
Oh shit!
They're not
Yeah.
doing well, bro. They're not doing well.
Let's see, man. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know what I mean? Let's
Gonna
see what
make
he
him
do,
worse,
man.
bro.
There you
They're
go.
not-
There you
they're not
go.
doing well, yeah.
But
I must say,
guys-
you're entertaining football. But yeah, well, I'm live with Saeed tomorrow, and then I've got a
Yeah.
show with Miz as well, the Chelsea fan tomorrow. I'm gonna cook him properly
Yeah.
because Chelsea are letting me down massively, man. And then my video will drop tomorrow. Lessons learned from today's game as
Come on.
well
Come on.
at some point tomorrow. So yeah, big up
Content.
everyone.
Cheers, man.
Content there, you guys. Guys, make sure you smash a like on the video. It really helps the channel massively, guys. Like I said, it's free to do so. And yeah, like I said, we're here 2:30 a.m. in the morning, really. You know, obviously for you guys, what time is it? It's about 10:30,
9:30.
9:30. So there you go, guys. 9:30, 2:30. Dedication, guys. So make sure you leave a like on the video. And yeah, raid flawless. Big up to flawless.
I said, are you going to the next game?
Brighton, yes.
Okay, so Faz.
You're not gonna leave Faz alone on Sunday.
Nah, we'll be there, fans. We'll be there.
Yeah.